Hello everyone, welcome to Axumawian Media Network. My name is Wale. Today we have two guests. They are the founder of Weyn.com market site. They will share with us about their product and the purpose of the website. Afewerki and Saba, welcome to Axumawian Media Network.
Thank you for
Thank you
having
so
us.
much for having us.
Great. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Sure. My name is Saba Tesfai. I am based in Las Vegas. My father is from Adigrat and my mother is from Germany. And here's my partner, Afewerki.
My name is Afewerki. I am based out of Denver, Colorado, and yeah, both my parents are from Tigray, and yeah, I've been in the states for a while, and we're fighting the struggle right now.
Great. So today you're gonna share about your website, market website for Tigray, and what is the purpose of this Weyn.com market site? What is the goal, and when did you start it?
Yeah, so Weyn started about last year, and we've just been organizing all the logistics and getting different designs ready. It's a platform for fashion of expression with what's going on in Tigray to bring more awareness about everything that's happening while also making a statement. So we have a team of people that are part of Weyn, and we're always expanding, and it's a group of us in the diaspora, and we really just want to express ourselves in everything that's going on to bring more awareness.
Okay, Afewerki can add on it if
Sure.
you want.
Just to add to what Saba already mentioned, I mean, the reason it was created was obviously with what's going on in Tigray for the last, I don't know, for close to 500 days now. So
Mhm.
at the same time, while we are, protesting and being and voice for the people that can't really speak for themselves, at the same time, the diaspora or the kids, Tagaru kids that are born and raised outside of Tigray, is for them not to forget their culture or to keep their culture alive through fashion is actually one of the best ways, I believe.
Okay. Yeah. So, starting like a business, especially for non-profit business, is not easy. And what do you guys accomplish so far? And what was the challenge? What is the pro and the con for it?
Yeah, I think the challenge is obviously getting out there, and a lot of people are doing clothings and that kind of things. But for us, we're still moving forward, and we're expanding in a few different ways. Like Afewerki mentioned, in terms of like preserving the culture and that kind of thing. However, it's definitely a challenge, but we see the urgency in it. So regardless, we're moving forward and hoping to continue to bring awareness and provide access and support to anybody, any different project in Tigray. We're not necessarily married to any one nonprofit, but we do want to provide support wherever we can, wherever we have access to provide that support.
Okay. What is the accomplishment? What did you so far accomplish?
Well, I can answer that question. Currently, Way and Where is that's almost at its infant stage.
Mm-hmm.
As you mentioned, it's only been about a year or so. So, it takes a lot of work for the community to know it or for the people that we're targeting, for them to get used to what Way and Where is, what's about. And also, as most of you know, our people are used to purchasing products, especially shirts and stuff like that, in person. So, um, somewhat of a challenge so far is are people going to the website and purchasing it online. So
Mm-hmm.
that's one of the reasons we're trying to market in different ways to come into your media or network right now, and then we're gonna of course continue in other avenues as well. So that way, people are aware what the product is, what we're trying to do, and who we're trying to help, and who we are. So yeah, there's been some challenges, but it's in the early stages, so I wouldn't be too down on it. I'm very hopeful and optimistic that people will eventually start buying when they know what our goal is or what the aim is.
Okay, great. Yeah. So the main importance, I know, to help for the Tigrayan and as a non-profit is one of the goal, as you mentioned. But the other way on business is creating a job as well. And what is your plan on contributing on the creation job for this, like job creation for other people using your business?
So right now we're all just doing it for the cause. There's no actual, you know, it's not, we're not getting paid to do it. So it's all really just
It's all
like the
volunteers.
logistical side, the logistics, and we have one person doing the website, another person in Ireland that's doing all of our social media, and so so it's our job to do what we can and to contribute for our country. And so in the future, we hope to be able to help those in Tigray and, within diaspora as well to come together in that sense. But it's all just, all the proceeds are going to different causes.
Great.
And
You have that,
yeah, sure. And also on the job creation or business opportunity, we are looking into it, different avenues, as I said. So as people are comfortable in going to a local store or a certain place, a business, a Tigrayan business, hopefully, we are open to that idea. So that way, also, we want the community to make money at the same time, and also to provide, the product that's available that we have and that we plan to make more. So yeah, we're looking for business partners or locations where we can actually have it and people can go and purchase it.
Yes, great. That's very interesting. Yeah. So, your designs, most of them I see on your website. People, we're gonna share it here. Actually, your product with you design and so many good messages. But are you only like design something related for Tigray message, or are you planning to do others like non-related Tigray as well?
Well, Weyn, we know we are Weyane.
Yeah.
So it's definitely focused on Tigray, and this is like our main focus, obviously. We hope that it doesn't continue for a long time, but after there's freedom, we do plan on continuing to focus on Tigray, but less of resistance and defense and more of culture and preservation. So yes, and of course, as time grows and we might evolve, but we're definitely focused on Tigray.
Yeah, and how do you think it's gonna make like a good awareness by designing those kind of messages? Some of them is like Weyn, and some Bella's design I see very beautiful, and somebody doesn't know about those, he's gonna ask, but like how they gonna make more awareness about the Tigray culture and history?
Well, I feel like it's more related to the diaspora or the people that haven't been back home in a while or that just got into the Tigray culture or are just becoming aware of the war. So one way to, I believe, preserve the culture and be proud of whoever you are or wherever you come from is sometimes to show it, through your fashion or everyday living. So whether it's the Beles, the Axumawian, or you name it, anything Tigray related. If we have it available, then I believe that people will be interested in asking questions what it is and researching more about that stuff. So, and this is one way, in my opinion, that we can keep the culture alive and towards I guess educational way as well at the same time.
Okay. Do you guys take like order as well, beside what you have already on your website? If somebody have a logo and they want to do like banners and for Tigray, any Tigrayan communities, do you guys take any order?
I'm not sure. I'd have to ask our design team. Yeah, right now we do ship internationally, so our hope is to reach some of the European market because we know, we have all of our friends are into the fashion as well, and we all support each other. but hoping to be able to offer this where it's international. If you're interested and you have any questions, you could email us at info@weynwear.com, and then we could see what's possible. But right now, we definitely have what's available online.
Great,
Well,
awesome.
to add to Saba's point, I think I'm sure we're open to the idea as long as it makes business sense for everybody, the people that are ordering it and the people that are going to make it, which would be us. If it makes timing, logistics matters at the same time. It's not just only having a logo. Or at the same time, we probably are already thinking about that logo itself. As I mentioned earlier, we're not only trying to focus on this whole defense or the war, more about we're trying to go to the culture side at the same time, where we're trying to make people aware and be proud of who they are. So most likely, sometime down the road, I would think it'll be a possibility.
Okay. You mentioned like 100% of the profit is for Tigray community, helping the Tigrayans. So all these like efforts is like it's just volunteer people. They design, you guys and all the founders are like being like for volunteer. Can you explain that how it really works? Like,
yeah, it's like I mentioned, we just have different team members doing different things, and right now we did have, I think it was just by donation for a refugee cause that was being matched. But up until now, we haven't really had so many sales, so there hasn't been any profits. But like I said, we're open to see if there's anybody that has access or a specific cause that we can, partner with. We do want to, drive a campaign forward just to express the urgency. But as we all know, it's hard to get resources there. So, so right now we're just trying to make awareness about the brand so that we can start having profits to then pass on.
Okay, awesome. So can you explain for the people, not everybody knows about like Weyn, Weyn wear is like, it's a revolutionary word, but how do you come up with that Weyn wear? And
well, if I'm gonna answer that question, the term weigh-in often is misused by people that are against us, or are, I don't know if I want to call them enemies. I guess enemies.
yeah.
But weigh-in, the word itself, as most people know, is I will not kneel down, to anyone. That's what weigh-in means. So it's more of a resistance with the current situation. So we're gonna take our own term or our own word and use it for what it is, which is we're gonna resist, but also we're gonna embrace the word and our language at the same time. That's how I believe we came up with the name to start off.
Awesome. Saba, do you have anything to add on that, or he answered it all?
Yeah, I mean, we see in history that there's just it's in the blood of Tigrayans to have this strength and continuously stand up for the rights to self-determination. So yeah, we embrace Wayane, Wayanti, and Weynwear completely. So that's where we're pushing it forward, and and with the designs too, just a little bit more modern, but making a clear statement. And, we're proud of who we are.
Got you. Makes sense. This is great. And what is right now is so many things to make life for Tigray awareness. Of course, we will continue to do that. You guys are doing a big part of it, and by selecting even good lines of words on the t-shirt. And what is the future plan of it? Like is it gonna be more marketing for Tagaru? And do you have any plan after this challenge, like a little bit come down?
Yeah, so we do have a plan. We're in the process of developing our platform, and we hope to, like we mentioned about the culture and preservation, we want to make sure that we can hear the stories and history from all of our elders and everybody that's still here with us now, and share historical stories and for children's stories and this kind of thing, And so we're putting together a Keep Your Culture program, and we hope to be able to share more with you soon. However, it's going to be really expansive, and we're definitely, want to open that up for collaboration for all Tagaru to partake, and we're very excited for it. So hopefully next interview we can get into a lot of details about it.
Interesting. Afewerki, do you have something to add?
Well, without giving too much details, as she said, it's we don't want to just focus on war or anything like that, because obviously we believe, most of us, and that this war is going to end eventually or soon, hopefully.
Yeah.
But once that ends, you obviously gotta still keep teaching or educating the people, the Tigray diaspora, about their culture, where they come from, how they came about, and so on and so on. So, as you said, once the platform is created, I think we'll go more into details then, instead of me spilling more details right now.
Yeah. And also, of course, it's, depending on what programs come up, as with innovation and all these types of things, as we're rebuilding the country, we're definitely looking forward to all of that, whether it has to do with mental health support or agricultural support. My background is sustainable development, so I know as a collective we definitely see a bright future for Tigray as soon as we're free and liberated. And so we're just really looking forward to supporting things that make sense for like a sustainable and like a strong and independent future of Tigray.
Okay, good. And what is the reaction? How it looks like the reaction from Tagaro and from anybody else? And is there any like other people purchase rather than like Tagaro as well, if you counter?
Well, so far, we're at the marketing phase. Well, so more marketing, more awareness, creating awareness to our targets. Our target right now is mostly Tagaru, of course, or people that like Tigray and that are with the resistance right now, that support us. But I believe in the future, or when the purchasing starts, we will have non-Tagaru purchasing the product, because if it's a message of hope, peace, resistance, there are similar people that are in our same situation, whether it's people from Yemen, Ukraine, and other conflicts that are going on around the world. I believe they will resonate with what we stand for or what we're trying to do.
Yeah, and also you can sell beside like this revolutionary Weyn and some cultural, like even handmade stuff like by Tagaro, and to make more awareness.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any other business, something related you can besides this, which you can do? You wanna introduce in your way? Do you guys have anything like, because this is like business program, by the way, in Axumawian media. So the business itself is like we have to empower at the diaspora, and at the same time like helping our community. So if you have something in plan or you already start besides this, you can introduce as well. We can share with the audience.
Well, my message to your audience is that we are part of the community. As we mentioned earlier in the interview, all this profits, all the proceedings will go to 100% is going to be to, the charities that we hope to work with in the near future. Obviously, you got to take care of expenses and things like that first, but everything else, that's what we're dedicating to. And none of us are making a penny out of this. It's all volunteer based. So we do hope our community supports us in any way that they can. We do take ideas, as Saba mentioned earlier. If they have any questions or suggestions, they can go to info at weynware.com. But yeah, we do. Without their support, then obviously, we can't do much. So we do need collaboration from our community and anyone that would like to help. So that would be my question to them or plea to them. But we don't have any. As far as I know, I don't think we have anything business wise.
Yeah, I was just asking like if you have other business as well you wanna share. But yeah, I will give you a couple of minutes later when we come to end for your message generally.
Yeah.
But Saba, if you have anything, and besides this, like weynwear.com, you doing something planned, and you can share.
Yeah, right now we're in the planning phases of all the other businesses. Again, it's dependent on access, but of course, like I previously mentioned, we're looking forward to support Tegaru-owned businesses and rebuilding the country as a whole. So that's really our main focus. Yeah.
Okay. So on your Legos and all the t-shirts, I see so many like very good, interesting motif prints on your product, like Free Tigray, QDF, of course, Visionary and Revolutionary, Hope for Tigray, and others, and very interesting, especially the Visionary and Revolutionary. We can continue even after a while. You gotta be Tigray needs like revolution for many ways. But I also see like, rebels. Of course, we are like rebels, but in political implications sometimes become like different way. And also I see like junta. I know you guys like junta, and not only you guys, but like I just want to make sure if you clarify for Tegaru, sometimes that name is given by enemies and they don't even know the meaning, of course, but junta. But do you think that it could be a good message? Besides, you can talk first, like the one like you have good message on it, like revolutionary, whatever. But I want you to answer for audience like the Yunta on the T-shirt is that good, and I also see in another product of the Garo business as well.
I'll take that question. So some of these terms or words that are, I guess, assigned to us or they label us with, such as rebel or junta or junta or any other term. Weyn itself, as we talked about earlier, for the last 30 years, 27 years or so, the term Weyn, they made it as this derogatory term. Weyn pretty much was any person from Tigray with a Tigray bloodline was considered Weyn. Weyn is a good thing. The term we know as Tagaru, we know what the word means, but it got misused the last, how many years that it became almost like this derogatory word, which isn't the case. And also, so the same thing with rebel or junta. Sometimes I believe in the fact that whatever word you're given, sometimes you have to own it. If you own it, then you drive the narrative yourself. So they can call you rebel, junta, whatever word they want, as long as you use it in the way where they will never use it again.
Yeah. And we had that conversation internally as well, because we know, how they could say Tigray rebels and that kind of thing. And right now it's not necessarily the case. We're not rebels. We're defending and protecting our country and our people. But exactly what Afewerki says, it's the consensus amongst our group was to take it and own it and define it ourselves. So that's where we move forward.
Yeah, like Weyn means like revolution. In fact, I don't know why they don't understand the meaning. They don't understand Weyn. They don't understand junta. But thank you for the clarification for that. What do you think the status of Tegar's business level in the Western, in Europe, in America? Do you think they're doing enough?
Well, when it comes to business ownership or entrepreneurship of Tagaro or Tigrians in the diaspora, I will specifically talk about the United States. I've lived in different places, and so far in Denver, I have seen more Tagaro business owned compared to, say, I don't know, DC, Atlanta, whether it's Pennsylvania or Washington or California. So in that terms, we need to have more everywhere, not only just in the West Coast or in the East Coast or the South, but everywhere. If we have business, if we're more business oriented or business minded, that goes from restaurants, car dealerships, grocery stores, gas stations, anything that's money maker, or even home ownership, having properties where you can rent them. That's still a business. So anything that related to that, I would say then we'll be in a lot more better standing going forward. So yeah, the business, in my opinion, the business ownership, I think, is where it's lacking a lot, big time. So I'm sure we can pick it up. And I think the way to get there is by collaboration and asking people that already have business experience and the whole process, whether it's through investments, loans, anything like that. But so I think we can improve on that.
True. Saba, do you have something to add on it?
Yeah, I think especially now we're all looking forward to supporting each other, and so there is an urgent need for more Tagaru business. It doesn't have to be the same thing, that the next person is doing. If young people, if they study psychology, then we have, a therapist here, or a mechanic or an engineer here, or even project managers and that kind of thing. So I think overall, there's opportunities for business in every single field, and we're all looking to support one another. So just taking the step and promoting your business and establishing yourself, even if you start as a side business with your regular job. I just think that entrepreneurship is definitely something that that as many people as possible should courageously pursue, just because I say, I see my dad, how he got out of Tigray, or out of Ethiopia, and went to all these different countries and brought me and my brother here. And always there's just so much resilience, and so I think life is so precious, so that we should just definitely take the step and just do what you feel passionate about, and trust that you'll be supported.
Yeah, definitely. Using the opportunities, we came to the fullest opportunity here. We should use the advantage of it. Yeah.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah. And what takes to start a business? I mean, you guys seems like understand you already started like an entrepreneur, but what takes like to start a business?
Yeah, I would just say the main thing is starting. When you have, especially where it is today, if you think about, when most people first came to the States, what life was like then. There was no GPS even. People are walking or taking the bus, and it's just a completely different world now. So if you make the choice to start, you can always find the resources. I mean, we have YouTube, we have Google, and we have so many other, like he mentioned, experts and people that have done it before. But once you make that decision, that's the biggest step. And then you do step by step when, getting your business license, getting the, virtual presence and all that kind of stuff.
Definitely.
Yeah, I believe you just gotta have the idea and then the courage. You have to be courageous. You cannot be, shy or hesitant to start a business. Yeah, you're gonna fail, obviously, but even in failing, you're learning something. So for next time, you'll do it better. So idea and courage. You have to be courageous. You just gotta start.
Definitely. Yeah, everything starts from idea and determination. Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. We came to the end of the program. And Saba and Afewerki, appreciate to join us at Axumawian Media Network. And at the end, if you have any message, whatever I left not to ask you, and you want to say anything about this weynweird.com product and your initiative, would appreciate it. But I can give you a couple of minutes for both of you.
Well, all I want to say is support Weyn Wear. Support Weyn Wear. Ask questions if you have any questions. We'd love to hear suggestions. But yeah, if we don't help each other out, we don't support each other's businesses out. Obviously, we're gonna be broken as a community if we don't kind of look out for each other. Is my short message. It might be kind of harsh to say, but obviously, it's reality.
Yeah. So working together, that's definitely our goals. We all have great visions, and I think just collaborations is something that we're really looking forward to. Urgency, as much as it's been going on for so long, that's why I said there's so many fashion designs already out there, but with our platform, our hope was to kind of address people in different areas that might not have access to these designs. So we ship internationally, and if we keep the urgency in mind every day, then we're that much closer to hopefully making a positive impact. We have a lot of things in store. So if you follow us on Instagram, Weyn Wear, or on Facebook, Weyn Wear, you'll definitely get updates about all the good things we're talking about, and hopefully we can come back and share on that. But yeah, we just, again, email us info@weynwear.com, and we look forward to working together, really.
Thank you, guys. We come to the end of the program. Thank you. And audience, please share and subscribe to Axumawian Media Network, and also follow weynwear.com site. That's 100% profit for Tigray community. And for today, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.